Is the grass always greener on the other side? Can I have some hands who thinks that the grass is always greener on the other side? Alright, so with that, let's officiate the boat launch event. So the boat has two authors. One is Ken, one is Michael. So Ken is born in Malaysia, but he's currently stationed in Australia. So unfortunately, he's not available for the event to launch today. So Ken is a lecturer of management-related topics for university level, and he occasionally tutors for postgraduate. He has a few words to convey for you guys. So let's watch the video, shall we?
Hello, thanks for coming for this book launch. Really appreciate that. Sorry I can't make it today because right now I'm in Melbourne. So I hope you have a good afternoon today in this book launch where Michael will share with you a few points. So some of the points that Michael will share with you, I'll just go through it here. You see, the reason we write this book, all right, in the past, like 3-4 years ago, we written another book called Migrating to Australia, Good Meh. Of course, now this book is about brighter future in the West, whether it's sure or not, right? Sure meh. So we want to encourage Malaysians, Singaporeans to think more critically, right, regarding this question, because a lot of times before we migrate there, we always think about how green the grass over there is and things like that, and sometimes we overlook certain points that are very important. So the first point is we need to ask ourselves, are we in the best position to reap the benefits of our reward, right? Are we in the best position not just to reap the benefit, because nothing is free, there's no free lunch in this world. Is the place that we're going to, does it allow us, right, to get back what we put in? Because we work hard for rewards, right? So that in terms of stability, in terms of financial position, right, when they go, before they even go there, they never thought deep enough. Number two is the West means best mentality. Also, of course, relates to number one. You see, why do we, right, every time we think about the West, automatically we only think about the good things, and even those bad things, we downplay them, or we selectively choose not to believe in them. I suspect this is because of the West means best mentality that we have. Michael will explain more about this mentality. I think we can equate this to the Stockholm syndrome, right? So it makes us become less critical, suddenly become like it dumb us down, and then we become less objective, right, in our judgment. So this is very dangerous. So for point number two, the mantra we want to leave you with is be a thinking sheep, so that we don't end up as a sinking ship. Sheep as a S-H-E-E-P, because we all human beings are very much conditioned by this herd mentality. Just because everyone around us say some place is good doesn't mean it's good per se, right? Good for who, right? Might be good for the Americans, but might not be good for Malaysians who go there, right? So anyway, Michael will talk to you more about this. The third point is, we just want to zoom into the first book and the second books also, right? A lot of people think that, at least there's these welfare states, right? As a safety net, social safety net, where countries like Malaysia and Singapore do not have. So anyway, Michael will share with you some of the views. Before we go to point number 4, there's another myth we like to bust. It's the education. People go to live in the West because they think that their children can get free education. But if you look closer in the reality on the ground, right, these students are burdened with very heavy debts that they can't pay. They can't pay off because they can't even get a job after they get that degree. So it's not really free, right? Point number 4 is, end of the day, it really boils down to what we make of our life and how we define success. Because I think over the past 30 years we have defined success in such a way that you go to school, get the best grade, become a professional, go to university, get a white collar job at a corporate company, corporate environment, and then climb that ladder. People who graduate from high school and help out at the sundry store run by their father, these are viewed as losers, right? But a very new set of realities is emerging, okay, in the West, and Michael will share with you. And the stories that we're going to share, 3 stories that Michael will share with you, these are real life people, right? People we know, people we interacted with. And definition of success is becoming more and more irrelevant. Go to school, get good grades, get the best job, with the S&P 500 and those things. All right, we really need to rethink our definition of success. So I think that much I will share with you. Right, the rest let Michael do the talking, right, and then you can have the Q&A and everything. Hopefully we can provoke more thoughts. All right, thank you very much. See you later. Bye bye.
So for the next part of the sharing session, we'll begin with inviting Michael over for his sharing session. A round of applause.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for offering your time to be here. I do appreciate that. First of all, I would like to thank EcoWorld for providing such a fantastic venue for this event. It's really nice. And also our publisher, Canning Publishing, to publish this book. The title of this book is called Brighter Future in the West, Sherman. Okay, actually this is a continuation from our previous book, which is talking about considering migration to Australia, whether it's the right choice or wrong choice. Actually, we are here not to convince anybody for migration, say that it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's not. Right? Everything in life, it has its good and bad. Every decision has its good and bad together as a package. So usually, when we make a decision, we see that if the good outweighs the bad, we will make that decision based on that critical thinking. But what we discovered, including us, because we have been migrated to Australia Ken has been living there since 2004. I lived there for 5 or 6 years, then I decided to come back. But before we migrated, we always have this typical Malaysian mentality or Asian mentality, saying that migrating to Australia is a step up, a progress in your life for better future. Usually that is the mentality. Okay? I'm not saying that it's not a good thing, but I'm saying that it depends on you. Okay? Say for example, I would ask you, is Ferrari a good car? Anybody? Is it a good car? I'm sure it's a good car. But is it suitable for anybody? Right? If you got the money, it only takes like 5% of your wealth to buy a Ferrari, then it's a good car. But if you have to borrow money, get a full loan, $500,000 ringgit to get one, then it's not a wise choice. Okay? Same with migration. Okay, but what we realize in a lot of people's mentality is we don't think like that in terms of migration. Okay, you can do an experiment. If you go tell your neighbor, say that you're going to migrate to Australia, Canada, or New Zealand for that matter next month, most likely they will congratulate you. But why? What is so good? If you ask them, what is so good about it? They might not even been there before, right now. So if versus another scenario, if you tell your relatives saying that you're going to migrate to, say, Cambodia next month, then they might think, they may not say this to you, what happened to you? Oh, a lot of money to Along, 走路啊. Right now. So why we have that mentality? This is called stereotyping. Okay? It's natural, and everyone has it because we've been brainwashed, bombarded with media, news, propaganda all these years. So it may not be true. Okay, stereotyping is very detrimental to knowing the reality. Okay? So when we look at migration, we should not base our decision just because everyone says it's good, then it can't be wrong. Okay? Just like anything else, it needs to be based on your situation. Okay? It can be good for this brother, it might not be good for you, or it might be good for you but not somebody else. Okay? That's what we want to discuss about today. Actually, this is what we've been doing for this book. Okay? We discuss these areas, perspective to look at, because we realize from our experience and observation, we realize a lot of times when you got friends or relatives, when they come back from overseas, they tell you the good thing only. Okay? They don't really tell you the whole picture. Maybe they want to save face, or they don't want you to worry about them. Okay? So we are trying to provoke some critical thinking to think from that area. Alright? Okay, so a lot of people, for example, a lot of people say that they want to migrate because more freedom. Yeah, more freedom. You can scold this politician, scold that politician, and won't be locked up in jail. Not like some country, okay? But do they know what price they are paying for that freedom? Do they make distinction between economic freedom and political freedom? Yes, you get more freedom. Okay, you can say whatever you want, scold whichever politician you want without getting into trouble. But it comes at a price. You are sacrificing your economic freedom. Say, for example, an average person who migrate to Australia will not be able to hire a maid. Okay? So do we know what sort of freedom are we talking about? So this book is to provoke you to think from that perspective. Right? Another example is higher cost of living. Well, they say here the wages are low, cannot difficult to survive here. Wages are low. Right? But I got a surprise for you. You see, if you go over to Australia, you got high wages, but you got higher cost of living. Melbourne and Sydney has been classified ranked at the top 10 most expensive city in the world. Okay? The housing affordability index is like around 12 times of your annual income. So things like that. Right? So if you migrate, trying to escape from one problem, moving to another place just to escape a problem, you might be in for not a pleasant surprise because they have a problem over there too. Okay? But if you know why you migrate, then it's good. Your objectives are clear. Right? So in this book, we are going to explore some perspective or some mindset that you should think about this subject of migration. Okay, so, for example, the first point, you should think with this mindset. always be in the most advantageous situation or position. Okay? So you might think, what is this bear and salmon got to do with this? Alright? So if you watch documentaries like National Geographic, you will see this. I actually saw this on the documentary. So this brown bear here is a native animal in North America. It's called a grizzly bear. Right? So they are hunters, they eat salmon. So you might wonder how a big clumsy bear can be able to hunt salmon down, to eat it. Salmon swim in the water, they sleep, it's fast. Okay, so this is what the salmon does every year. Okay? Every year this salmon, during mating season, they need to go upstream to actually lay their eggs. Don't know for what biological reason. This is their nature. So as you can see, the river is flowing downstream, and the salmon needs to actually propel itself up in the air to jump up and to reach the destination in the upstream. So this bear, through their instinct and through the years and decades or years of evolution, they have come to know the salmon's habit. So they will position themselves at the right place where the salmon will just jump off into the air and land straight into its mouth. Okay? So in life, not only in migration questions, in life, we should always be the grizzly bear. You don't want to be the salmon, right? You fight all your life upstream, it's difficult. And then you jump, land right into the grizzly bear's mouth. So it makes sense to position yourself. Okay? Actually, this is quite like feng shui. You try to find out what you are good at, so you go according to the flow. You don't go against it. Same thing with migration. Alright? But we see that a lot of people don't think like that. When they say, when I hear people say migrating to Australia, Canada, New Zealand, better future, better education. How is it better? In what way? What price can I pay? Don't know. But everyone say better. Yeah? So this is what we want to share with our readers. Think from this perspective. Always be in the most advantageous position. Right? As like a multinational company, right? We all want to be smart, so we go for a good education. When we say good, usually it's Western education, right now. So we pay a lot for Western education, get very qualified, right? Try to get a job with a top company, those multinational companies. But the multinational companies are just like the bear, right? So they are migrating from the west to the east right now. Okay? You see all the big companies migrating from the west to the east. Because it's more advantageous here, such as the market here is growing, the population here is growing versus a diminishing population, an aging population over in the west. Right? So, why we go the other way around? If it benefits you, you got specific purpose, objective, it really benefits you to migrate, then go ahead by all means. But just don't do it just because everyone is doing it. Alright? Or so-called the conventional wisdom. So conventional wisdom is not really wisdom at all. Right? So I hope this stick with your head. Okay? Just always try to be a grizzly bear, whether you migrate or not. Okay? Don't try to be a salmon. Alright, the second thing that we talk about in our book is the West means best mentality. You know, everyone thinks the Western standard is the golden standard, right? So if we think like that, we will just lose our critical thinking. I see a lot of, including the previous me or even my parents, when they come to view the West or anything offered by the Western people, they automatically take it as a golden standard, right? So we want you to be a thinking ship, so we don't end up as a sinking ship, right? Human beings and ships are quite similar actually. Why? Because we tend to act in a herd mentality, right? Have you seen a sheepdog, how they control the sheep? Just one or two sheepdog can actually control a pack of hundreds of sheep, right? A sheepdog start barking from the rear end, so the sheep here start running. The sheep over the other end of that pack might not even see the dog or hear the bark. Just because every sheep is running, that sheep better run also. Just follow. Okay? We human beings tends to be like this. Right? We just follow whatever other people, the majority does. The majority do this, it must be good. So don't think like that. Be critical. Okay? Think what is best for you. Only you, your personal situation. Right? Just to give you an example of this mentality, my own experience with my father. So he's a very hardworking person, just like a typical Malaysian Chinese, save up for the kids' education and all that. So he worked in the bank, just a normal officer. So he save up all the money, buy house, invest, so that next time when my brother reach the age, sell one house, go to uni. Okay, Australia. Has to be Australia because Western education is the best. So, but the funny thing is now I look back, he never been to Australia, never investigated that university, just pay the fees and go. But he's a very careful person. Over here, he will, if we enroll to the tuition center, he will go up there, check out the place, talk to the teachers and things like that. But why is it when you deal with a Western university, for example, Australian university, we let our guard down? Most likely the West means best mentality, which a lot of Asians, or this case Malaysians, still have. So, not saying that some of the Western standards are definitely good, right? But we still have to make them account for it. Not because offered by the Western institution that is the golden standard, right? So the point here is be critical, always think for yourself, right? Take what is useful, discard what is unuseful. Alright, so on the subject of migration, you can't run away from this free education. Over there, the government take care of me. Okay? Well, they take care of their people. They are very nice, very good people. Right? But I'm here to tell you, there's no free lunch just like anywhere. You see, this government is so good, it's coming to help you, right? I'm from the government, I'm here to help. Okay? So you still have to pay in different forms. Either for a welfare state, higher public debt, higher government debt. Okay? So they print more money. So how do you pay? Through inflation. Alright? So definitely there will be a price. So it's not free at all. So this is one thing to consider as well. Okay? And the government doesn't spend their own money, the commission doesn't use its own money to help you. So you need to be aware of that. What price are you paying for that? Not to say cannot go, but just be aware whether it suits your needs or not. Okay? So higher taxes as well. Okay, so as a very famous economist once said, by the name of Milton Friedman, they say there are 4 ways that you can spend money. First, you spend other people's money on yourself. If that is a situation, you tend to buy the best quality at the highest price. The second situation is you spend your money on other people. Under that situation, you tend to buy the best quality at the lowest price. The
third situation is to spend other people's money on other people. So if that situation, we don't care about the quality and price. So who does that? Politicians, usually. So that's why there are a lot of wastages happen. The best way is to spend your own money on yourself, then you get value for money. Okay? So welfare state is not the solution. Somewhere down the road, you have to pay the price. May not be you, maybe your children, in terms of higher national debt, public debt, or higher cost of living. Okay, and the last point I want to show you is life is what you make of it. Success is how you define it. So typically you'll be brainwashed that in order to be successful, you need to be in certain profession, behave in a certain way. Actually, it's not that case. You can be successful as long as you are living your life that's legal and moral, and then it won't be a burden for anybody. Right? There's no one rules or one mode that you have to live by. So same with going to the West, it's not that definitely it's a step up. It depends on your situation. So just to share with you, because I've been there for 5 to 6 years, I know these people personally. So there's one guy here you see that's running the Sunday Asian Grocery. The parents is from Vietnam. Went there during Vietnam War, very hardworking. Own a few grocery stores now, have some real estate and get passive income. So his son, which I happen to know him, graduated from Monash University as an engineer. So he went working in the railways for a few years, then decided to expand the family business, open another shop here. Right. So the second one is the Chinese traditional medicine. This guy is from Taiwan, second generation also, grew up there. So, but the family was practicing Chinese medicine. So he graduated as a IT, but decided to re-educate himself and get a Chinese medicine degree or qualification and started a shop himself, doing quite well. So the third one is a mechanic from Hong Kong. The son take over the shop. So what I'm trying to say is success doesn't come in just one form. It comes in many forms, and you should harness whatever position that is most advantageous to you. Right. So that wraps up my talk this afternoon. So what I'm trying to tell you all is we're not trying to tell you it's a good thing to migrate or it's not a good thing. We're trying to bring up perspective, but most of you might not have thought of these questions from that angle before. Okay, so I'm going to end my talk here. So if you have any questions I can answer, please let me know. Thank you.
So for the first bidder, we have Chang Wu Ling. Please over. We have Sydney Tan. Sydney Tan. Only once? Oh, okay. Last one. Wong Chong Yen. It's Wong Chong Yen here.